Hello, fans.
Welcome to the Q&A session for the second American trip for Tyler and Travis. Obviously, we can go through our names. You think know us already, but
Travis.
Danny.
Anthony.
Tyler.
So we're going to start with the Facebook comments first, then we'll head right to the YouTube comments. We're going to tell you guys this now that if there's a similar question, we might just say we were answered, but we'll mention your name. We apologize now.
What are you doing?
What?
An ant or a chip or something just crawled on me. And we'll try not to butcher any names. We apologize if we do now. So here we go. So Facebook comment. First one we have is Hannah Headland. Here's my question for Tyler and Travis, in case I forget it later. But what is their favorite place to go in America?
Probably Sheets. I think I said that last time too.
Yeah.
Because they got
Okay, we see.
we got those.
Danny, you knew you were gonna say
2
that,
hot
didn't you?
dogs for $1.
Actually, 99 cents.
No, 99 cents.
That's $1.
Yeah, $1.
Oh, Sheets is pretty cool.
It's a gas station where you use like this.
It's only in Pennsylvania and Maryland, Virginia. It's like Northeast only.
Yeah.
We ate way too much fast food though.
Yeah.
Like I was getting tired of it.
Okay, Ralph has a few questions here. Ralph Knight. Will Brandon be using the new Darbushin girls with his Darbushins? Spoilers.
Probably not.
That works too. Number 2. If Travis was in a tag team match, who from the cast will team with Travis and why? Should pick anyone from the cast to tag team with you.
Either Brandon Blaine or Carlos. Just because they were buddies when they went to like the Duel Academy. Brandon Blaine and Travis Trainee, and also Carlos, because I don't know how Travis Trainee met Carlos. Maybe that'll be like a flashback scene or something. You never know.
Will we see a crossover with Sly Hito, Tom, or Prez in their live action shows?
Maybe, I don't know. You never know what the future holds.
It's possible, yeah.
Question 4. If you have a pineapple army, what will you do with it?
Eat it.
Pineapple Army.
I would eat it, just because I love pineapple.
I'm not a big fan of pineapple. Like,
Neither am I.
It's so good. It's one of my favorite fruits.
Yeah.
I'd probably get them to destroy the Apple Army. I'd wage war on the Apple Army, boy.
Hannah adds to it, question, if you have a potato army, what will you do with it?
Eat it, because I'm a fat bitch.
I'd probably make a lot of french fries.
Yeah, I'd probably order them to like jump into like a fryer and like fry themselves.
Okay, Ralph then said, will some of the things in the role play happen in the live action?
Maybe we got some interesting ideas.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned once before we are doing the one about a certain clown on
Yeah.
musical.
So much random stuff happens.
It's like
though.
mostly like we added like little references.
You guys keep making random like Harry Potter, like friggin' like Star Wars references. Like it isn't even like a Yu-Gi-Oh role play anymore. It's just I just like to call it like Fantasyland.
Yeah.
Where everyone just does whatever the heck they want.
I feel out of touch with the role play, so I don't even really know what's going on.
Then John,
Believe me, guys. Even though I'm not in the role play, I still sometimes read things that Tyler tells me about.
Fans, what? Travis role plays?
Ryan Rogers. If a ginger loses a duel with a sealboard Caxton in play, what happens?
The seal always takes something along for the ride.
Then Prez and Hannah added, gingers have no souls, and Prez added, no one would know since they're all at Hogwarts. Okay,
Alright.
Andre, question for all. Are there any other card games you play or willing to try out whenever you want to take a break from Yu-Gi-Oh for a while? Also, have you ever attended any cons and or tournaments, be it local or YCS? So I guess we're doing cards first and we'll go to Comic-Cons.
Yeah.
Cards first, Tyler, you want to start?
Yeah, sure. I play Yu-Gi-Oh, I guess. I don't play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh. We just play whatever we want. We don't really play it that much anymore. Mostly play Vanguard, this White Shores.
Weave Shores.
Sometimes we play this game called Buddy Fight. It's a bit better than the name sounds.
Ain't your buddy guy.
That's your guy.
Yeah, pretty much. I play a lot of them. Anything except Magic, pretty much.
I play Magic the Gathering. I want to get into like tournaments and stuff if I could like practice playing against like more people that actually play it, but I don't really know anyone who plays it, so I don't want to like just jump straight into a tournament and then like get my ass kicked. But yeah, and I like Eldrazi cards. Yeah, I don't play any other card games other than that. Really, I mean, I played Yu-Gi-Oh when I was a kid, but I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore.
I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh just because the new stuff is just like way too much for me, and I don't have money for card games anymore because I'm an adult now and I gotta pay bills and student loans, so I don't have money for that. And my friend tried teaching me Magic the Gathering and I didn't understand it, and then he tried equating it to Yu-Gi-Oh. Like he was saying that the field, like he equated the mana pool or something to the field spell, and I was like, okay, I kind of understand, but it's just too many rules and too much stuff at once. So
I actually understand like Magic the Gathering more than Yu-Gi-Oh. Well, at this point, I guess like Yu-Gi-Oh has like all this other random shit added to it now.
I just miss classic Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, I played classic Yu-Gi-Oh. I stopped once Synchro and XYZ started. I'm not even gonna try and learn Link, so it looks stupid. Pendulum, whatever. Does Card Against Humanity count as a card game? Because if that's the card game, I definitely play that.
I would count that as a card game.
Then yeah, I play that.
If what was a card game?
Card Against Humanity.
Cards Against Humanity, yeah.
I wouldn't mind learning Magic the Gathering though, but I don't have money to spend on that because, you know, gotta pay for a wedding next year, I teach and stuff like that. I gotta keep money for that, gotta pay rent, you know, adult life.
Yeah.
Then Comic Cons and everything. I guess we can start with Tyler again.
Yeah, sometimes I go to Anime North, which is a anime convention in Mississauga, Toronto. That's pretty much it. They're like too expensive to get in like the other ones. Like sometimes I'll go to Fan Expo, but not really like too often. Like I can only do it like I'll do it like once every other year because I get like just too much all at once.
I went to Comic Con. I go to Comic Con New York every year. Last year I got my picture taken with Stanley. This year I'm going and I'm going to try and get my picture taken with Mark Hamill because it's apparently his last U.S. appearance. So I think it would be worth the money to do that. Okay.
I went to Awesome Con in Washington, D.C. I dressed up as Negan from Walking Dead. I met the Green Power Ranger, Jason David Frank, when he was the nicest guy ever. I met Stan Lee, and that was awesome. He signed my Hulk book. I got an autograph from Jason David Frank. He gave me a free autograph for something that happened in the past. I don't want to go into that right now, but he was super nice. I took my phone, look at a selfie on your phone. I'm like, okay. David Tennant was about 30 feet away from me. I couldn't take his picture because they said no phones out. But I wouldn't mind going to Comic Con more. I wouldn't mind us all going together as either a Yu-Gi-Oh characters or maybe a Marvel or something.
Yeah, I usually only go to Fan Expo. I've been to Anime North a few times, but like anime isn't really my thing. Like the only anime I've watched is it's One Punch. Yeah. Also, like actually one year at Fan Expo, like they like all of like the celebrities, you couldn't even see them. Like they had them all behind like a wall or something. So yeah, that was kind of sucky. But usually they have them out in the open. Like, but it's the same thing with Fan Expo. Like they don't let people stop and take cell phone pictures.
Andrew Paradise, my question is, do you ever play your characters outside their live action series and the role play? As in, do you ever do in-character things out of the series? Yes.
Yeah. I find myself making the pedo face a lot, the Larthnox face. Sometimes at really bad, inopportune times, where like people are like staring at me and they think I'm a creeper. Kind of got to be more aware of my surroundings when I do that.
Do you actually?
No, I really do. I do. Like whenever like somebody gets mad and like I think it's like funny and like twisted evil kind of way, I kind of smirk in a Larthnox fashion.
No, I don't do any like trainee things. That's no.
Well, Brandon's pretty much Mesa, I guess. Like, I work at a school, and once in a while, I'll like do an evil laugh like Night Fury, and when my kid's like, "That's kind of creepy, Mr. H," and I'm just like, "Would you like to know what happens outside school?" My master.
That's doesn't sound right at all. Just saying.
I do an evil laugh at like, you're pretty good at that. I'm like, wouldn't you like to know why? Tyler?
Not really. Like, I sometimes I'll like say random Valtor like things, but I don't like to walk around in like a black trench coat being a dick to people. I just say like indeed a lot and like I'm afraid, blah 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 blah, like stuff like that.
Perez has 4 questions here.
Oh my goodness.
Number 1, if 2 Canadians bump into each other and they both over-apologize at the same time, does that create a Canadianception? If so, what happens? Black hole or some shit? LEL.
Usually they'll just, after the 4th time of apologizing, they'll just, go their separate ways.
Yeah, but first they give each other a parting gift of maple syrup. That's usually the chosen gift, when you bump into each other.
Number 2, what kind of hair gel does Tyler use? Forget the word calculus. That shit is strong, LEL.
I can't remember exactly. I think it was called Got to Be, like that brand.
Got to be.
It used to be like glued, but then I found a stronger one called like Invincible or something.
Of course you did.
So I had to get that, and that's Valtor's latest hair gel.
I think like the O has like those 2 like dots over
Yeah,
it.
it's like Swedish or something.
Yeah.
German.
Number 3, is Travis the Trini related to Prez Kamori? I have a feeling Travis had a son somewhere on the way and you guys aren't telling us. LEL.
I hope I don't have a son somewhere.
And number 4, Danny, where's my free ice cream at, boy? Come to Pennsylvania, boy.
Oh.
Okay, Bryce Noble, does Valtor have any ambitions to go beyond Earth?
I don't know. It's kind of spoilers. Like, I mean, in the role play, Valtor kind of just sits in his chair all day. He doesn't really. There's other dimensions he doesn't care about them.
He just sits in his chair all day drinking Coke and getting fat.
Like he doesn't get fat because the Orichalcos preserves his metabolism. So.
Of course it does.
Let's see, Daniel Cruz, can you tell us about stories or plots you had to scrap in the series or show as deleted scenes?
I can't show anything.
Right now, at least.
Because maybe I'll use something later, but there's a few deleted scenes with like Sky that we couldn't use because we don't have a proper ending for her character's story, so we can't. Like, I don't want to show like kind of like the way last time you saw her, like at least that kind of you can like not show her again, and then it'll be like kind of explained.
We had some scenes that we did originally before Carlos was X'd out. Where we were all in a bunker together talking about cards and stuff. So if Tyler can find that from like 4 years ago, maybe we'll post it later. But
there's a lot of like extra, and like even like just like the first time they came to Canada, we filmed a lot of scenes where like we actually like cut like 80% of them because we just remastered them.
A lot of the problem is a lot of the deleted scenes or like the scenes that we no longer use. It takes so long to edit and get it to the level it needs to be that by the time we get to the point in the show that we filmed for, like a couple of years have already gone by, and it's like, oh, we had like so many good ideas that we got to redo them, or like it's like, oh, I gained weight or I lost weight, now we gotta refilm because you don't want to ruin continuity,
or the hair,
or I cut my hair. Oh.
It's really difficult because, like I said, it's like so much time has passed. It's really weird. Like a lot of the scenes that in the latest episode that you guys saw, those were filmed back in 2013.
Yeah.
And we are in 2017, so, you know what I mean? It's like, time changes and...
Let's get the question. Ty Heath, other than having people constantly asking when it'll come out, what has been the hardest part of making the series? Tyler?
It's like, probably like when you have an idea and you can't do it because you need specific like characters. Like sometimes we'll have like really good ideas, but like we can't do it because we don't have like a person to play like a specific role that we want. That's kind of like the most like annoying, hardest part about it. Like it's pretty much like it's just us four now.
Yeah.
Like we had the show, like we had like all these like different like ways we wanted to take it, and like all these different storylines, but we can't do it anymore because like we lost people along the way.
Yeah. Waiting is probably the hardest part for me. Just because, and like, we get it, like, we all have lives. Like, Tyler has a life, I have a life, Danny has a life, Travis has a life. No, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
I
like,
do.
you know, there's been instances where Tyler would be editing and it would crash or it wouldn't let him. I think in the one, what was it, episode 23, it took a while to come out because Dark Magician Girl's bones didn't want to cooperate.
Yeah.
Like,
Hit up a bone in her.
yeah. Just like, you know,
It's like,
you know, there are technological hiccups and there are things, which also contributes to why Tyler doesn't like giving out release dates, because if we give you guys a date and then, you know, we get a family emergency or something happens and then it's like, you said the episode was going to come out.
Yeah.
So that's why we don't really like to
I-
give you guys
like,
dates.
I'll give like a release date when the episode like literally like actually finished, and it'll usually be like a couple days like after I've already finished the episode.
Dante, what's y'all favorite duel from season 1 and 2 only?
Are we talking about, oh wait, are we talking about the show or the
Our show,
original?
I think.
Our show? Oh.
I have a few. I think I love obviously the Brandon Larthmon, because that was a long one coming. I also love the Valtor Zashin, but season 1 I love the Carlos Travis one. That was like very hard.
Oh, yeah.
And then also Carlos and Devin was a really good one too.
Yeah.
I just named all the good ones.
Season 1.
It's probably for me like Carlos versus Travis Trini. You get to see Carlos's inner struggles as Travis Trini tries to turn him back to the good side.
I like the Chimera one. That one,
Yeah.
that was
That's
cool.
sick.
The one in episode 8 and 9 with the pentacles. That was a really sick duel.
I like Pinnacle monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like mine's obviously Valtor versus Zashin for season 2, and I like the Carlos one as well.
You finally get to
And
see
then,
Valtor duel.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you don't really get like season 3. Like in the role play, he sits on his chair a lot. Season 3,
Think of like Thanos. He sits in his chair the whole
he
time.
gets season 3. He'll get out of his chair.
and grab the ball
If he-
and say,
yeah.
"Fine, I'll do it myself."
Like Valtor will get out of his chair if he needs. Like even if he's like just feeling like Valtor's like kind of like a trolly guy.
You know, shit's gonna go down when Valtor gets out of his chair.
Yeah.
Robbie Carpenter, question for all. If you could date any actor or actress, who would it be and why? I love this series and keep it up, you guys. Trash was enough? Yeah, we already know who you would date. We know.
I guess Cara Delevingne. Just because she's hot, I guess. Yeah.
I would go with Emma Watson, probably, because she's brilliant. She's lovely. She's a nice person, good personality. So she's the whole package. She's a trophy wife.
Give her your pick. I'm sorry, Anthony.
No, I'm trying to think.
We can go after you, Tyler.
Like, I literally don't even know because like I don't know, like 3D girls. Like, I'm not really like I'm not really like a social.
Yeah, she is.
I'm not really like a social person, so
Anthony.
it's just I can't really think of anyone.
See, I don't know. I'm torn because like I watch a lot of movies and
I
it's
picked
like
one out of my
Thor.
long list.
Chris Hemsworth.
Come on, boy. If I can pick one out of my huge
No.
list of girls, you can pick one.
it's tough.
Just pick one. First one into your
I
head.
can't.
First name in your head.
No,
Charlie
I can't
Cox.
think right. Oh, he's hot.
There you go. There we go. Charlie Cox.
Wait, what? No, that's not
Daredevil.
fair.
That's Daredevil.
Okay, but you still can't decide. You know, who I would. I mean, I don't know, because I feel like, you know, a lot of people in Hollywood, this goes for both guys and girls, I feel like a lot of them are really stuck up. And, I don't know, I just feel, you know, I probably wouldn't date any celebrities because, like, I don't know, I don't know, I just like looking. I'm just, you know, I can look and fantasize, but...
I have a fiance, so I can look. Colt Murray, one question. Will Travis the Trainee get a new deck upgrades from his Cryos deck, and maybe to stop Valve from conquering the world? And question, can you please make an added bonus to seal Donald Trump's soul?
I think Travis Trainee is gonna need a pretty hefty deck upgrade.
Yeah, pass me
because-
some of those skills.
Those are mine. He's opened them without asking me.
Travis, he gets
Did
some
you
new
actually buy them
stuff.
for yourself?
Yeah.
Get
Oh,
some
shit, okay.
Skittles.
He just took them out of my hand.
I
I
don't
don't even
care.
have one yet.
I don't care. Give me Skittles.
No, Danny says you can't.
God damn it, who gives about the Skittles? Answer the fans' questions.
I'm sorry.
Donald Trump won.
I was being
So,
a rude mother.
Okay.
He won't change his deck. but he may get some new cards for his deck, his Cryos deck.
I
Donald
have.
Trump, if you watch one of the trailers, I can't remember which one, probably both of them. I think there's 2 season 3 trailers. There's a scene with a poster, a wanted poster on the wall. You may find something interesting on
I
that.
dropped one. No princess.
Okay. Riser Heart. A very impressive beginning for season 3, by the way, cast anyways. I have 4 questions. 1. Has Travis the Trainee or anybody else in the show ever been to Duelist Kingdom? If this leads to any spoilers, then I respectfully apologize.
It takes place in like an alternate universe, so no. It takes it's kind of like its own like parallel universe. You've seen the Dark Side of Dimensions. You watch the opening, you see all the different like universes.
Well,
one of those is the
reason to watch the
Revelation.
movie now.
Well, you're gonna watch it. One of those universes in the opening sequence. That's the Revelation.
2. After experience from how far the cast has seen the original shows, this question is more for Tyler. Have you seen the 4 counterpart dragons in Arc V?
Yes.
And would they possibly be suited or recommended for Travis's deck include Supreme King Dragon Zark?
Probably not, because Zark is evil, and Travis the Trainee is good.
3. There's one episode around the original series Duelist Kingdom when Joey yells to Seto Kaiba, "Don't call me a Chihuahua." And I was wondering which of you can make the best impression of that. Sorry if I typed that wrong.
Yeah, it's probably Travis. I'm not even gonna try because I don't
What
really
does
do
he say?
impersonation.
Don't call me a Chihuahua! I don't know.
The Brooklyn accent.
Oh. Don't call me Chihuahua.
I have to see it first.
Travis, like his favorite character is Joey Wheeler, so
Yeah.
like he just likes doing the yeah thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't call me a chihuahua.
For 5D's genre, if you could have your very own customized duel runners, what would it look like? I don't know what that is. So.
It's like the motorbikes that they
Yeah,
ride.
Oh, that's
motorbikes.
I'd probably have Jack Alice's bike, but it would be black.
Tyler, what would mine be? You think? I don't know.
Mine would be something flashy to like
Yeah.
show off that I'm there. Like I'm
Maybe
here.
He'd probably have like a kind of like an Antinomy bike.
Okay.
And he'd probably have like something like a chopper, like I just want to imagine.
My grandfather's name was Chopper. I'll take that.
Yeah, and then Travis the Trainee he'd probably have like a sports bike or maybe a chopper as well. I don't know.
Yeah, Chopper buddies.
Get
That's
to
what
the
that's
chopper.
just what I see in my head.
Dennis Farrow has 4 questions. First one.
What is it with you guys in 4s?
This question is for Tyler in episode 31 for Elysius' 4th and possibly final deck. Did you get the name Future Force from a special power using a different card game series called Future Card Buddy Fight?
Indeed. I named it after the Future Force because it was a cool power, sounded cool, and I just, I just wanted to pull a little inspiration from them.
Okay, this one. Next question is for Travis. In the past 2 seasons before you fell through the portal to the Shadow Realm, how did it feel to use Obelisk?
Felt pretty cool, I guess. I got to like stand there and put my hand in the air and like summon him in front of a green screen.
Yeah, you don't really it's kind of like when you're actually
And,
playing the cards, you don't really feel much. It's not until you actually see it on the screen.
But I'm afraid it was Obelisk, so I felt like all the power flowing through my veins, and
Apparently
then
you
it flew
felt
out of
the
the
power.
card.
You felt the power.
Okay, this question is for Danny, aka me. In your duel with Larthnox, have you, besides fusing Timaeus with Black Vindicator Sage, ever fused Timaeus with Darkness to form Amulet Dragon? In the show, spoilers, in the card game or the roleplay, I have before made Amulet Dragon, but in the show, I'm not going to say. Here's a special question for all of you. Have you guys seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Side Dimensions movie? I have not.
No.
Nah, me and Travis watched it in the theater. Some guy just walked up to me and gave me Obelisk the Tormentor. So I'm like, why do I even need to defeat Travis anymore if this like greasy kid's just gonna give it to me?
Some greasy kid.
Yeah, it was a weird looking kid.
It was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. I liked it.
It had like a lot of like nostalgic
Had
moments.
a lot of
A lot of like OG Yu-Gi-Oh feel
OG
to it.
Yu-Gi-Oh feel had some a little bit of backstory for one character that was kind of necessary. Just like felt good, like seeing this little scene. Yeah.
Evan Stutman, will you ever consider using Link Monsters in the new season?
No.
The reason, like
Sorry.
the furthest we're gonna go is Pendulum.
Maybe.
I don't the way we didn't like if I don't know how to say like Link Monsters. We don't like how they affect how you play the game as a whole. like as they added the other like summoning mechanics, like they didn't like completely change the game like the way that links do. Like basically, to play the links, like you have to play the links in order to play the other extra deck monsters. So we don't want to change the whole rules like just in between the show. Like, oh, everyone's playing this way now. Like Valsor's not gonna show up all these link guys. Like we're just gonna change the way we duel after we've been like doing the show for like 8 years.
Yeah, we never even incorporate any of the new rules. Like if you notice, people still draw in the first turn.
Yeah, like we don't change it because it just makes sense to change it because we've already been going for so long. It's like we have to write the new stuff in. We're still kind of writing it. Like we started the show when synchros were out, but not XCs. So we're still writing XCs in, and then we have for like it has to like plot like make sense because it wasn't there before. It has to like come into the show, and then same thing with the pendulums. Like they have to be written into the show. They can't just like some guy just can't show up and like have the pendulums. Like it has to make sense, you know. And that's like I know a lot of people ask about links. That's my long answer for the links, pretty much.
Okay. Ashley Martinson, I love this show. My questions are, will there be any more female characters?
It depends if we find it like an actor. Like we don't have like the actors who played Sky and Korra. We don't have them anymore. So like as of right now,
they weren't ours, but they're not showing.
Yeah, they're not in the show.
Yeah,
we don't have them anymore.
Yeah, they're not with us. If we can find another like girl, like that actually wanted to like do it. Like was like serious about doing it because I don't like it when people like they're doing like halfway through. Yeah.
Does Travis know of Carlos's cruel fate?
Not yet.
Who is the mystery ninja girl?
I can't say her identity. Her name is Tess Kuro.
It's a mystery.
She's a member of the Kuro clan. That's all I can say.
She's a mystery for a reason.
Yeah.
What's her story? Spoilers.
that would be further explored.
What would be the theme song for the different characters?
The actual name of the song?
Or our character, different theme song.
I mean, Valtor would have like the Orichalcos theme or the DDD theme.
Valtor has like 100 plus.
Yeah,
Larthnox with something pretty powerful.
Like Larthnox already has his own theme. I gave it to him that like Unreal tournament song.
Yeah, that one.
Probably
And there's another one.
Yeah, there's a bunch of new songs that we kind of like associated with like certain characters and like,
Indeed.
Yeah.
I guess might be Tamaki is probably Obelisk's theme.
Yeah. Or like Pomegranate Tiger, that one song.
Yeah, Pomegranate Tiger.
What was the inspiration for the show?
That's all you think.
It's not really like inspiration. I just love Yu-Gi-Oh a lot. I like the show more than the physical card game, so I just wanted to make a show. I just like making movies.
Overall, I think this show is awesome. Heart eyes, thumbs up, clapping. Thank you.
Thanks.
Chris Yen. So my boy Young Shi was asking me the other day when he was able to wreck some nubs. My question's directed towards Tyler T. When the F is Young Shi gonna be on the show, man?
Hyung Shi will appear in the show soon. We're gonna get on that. I'm gonna get on a plane and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna contact you, Chris Yen, so you can tell your boy Hyung Shi to come down and he's gonna be in some scene, man.
Cody, man, this question's for Tyler T. You mentioned after Revelation you might do Card Fight Vanguard. What is your favorite clan card? Love the show, by the way.
Shadow Paladin is like my main clan. And then Link Joker, kind of. Like I like Link Joker when it was evil, but they turned it good, so I just play mostly Shadow Paladin right now.
The Joker.
Philip Jeremy Brand. I have a question. At the end of episode 36, it can be assumed by the viewers that when Travis Attorney fell into the portal to the Shadow Realm, that the Signer Dragons and Obelisk Tormentor went with Travis. Will this be rectified in the series?
Spoilers. Like, if Travis Attorney fell in the Shadow Portal, but he had the Obelisk Tormentor, perhaps he would be protected from the harshness of the Shadow Realm environment, which has never been explored before.
Another question from Dennis Farrell. Here's my last special question that might not have to do with the show. Have you guys watched Japanese superhero series called Kamen Rider?
Nope, never heard of it.
I know what it is, but
I think I saw it once when I was a kid.
It's kind of like a Power Rangers
kind of,
type
yeah.
show-ish, a bit, yeah.
Okay, Jack Rhodes.
4 questions.
Here we go again. Question for the group. What is your guys' favorite deck type from the anime?
DDD. I didn't really like any decks before that, and then Reiji came along with the DDD deck, and like that was it. That's my favorite character and deck from like R5. Just Ninja.
From the anime, dang it.
I played Yugi's deck, I guess. That's all I really know.
Yeah.
I guess Kaiba like uses dragons and stuff.
Merrick.
Well, meh. Oh, I liked what's his name? In season 4, the dude with the armor.
Yeah.
Valen. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
That was
armor
pretty
deck
cool.
was pretty sick.
Yeah.
Or Raphael's with the
Guardians.
Guardians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sick too.
Question 2. Question for Tyler. What kind of PC do you use when you play games?
It's like custom built, so it's not really like a kind of PC. It's Windows. I couldn't really tell you what it's like. My dad helped me build it. He pretty much, I told him what I needed it to do, and then he just picked up the parts for me and built it for me, and I bought the parts, and he built it pretty much.
Question for the group. What's your favorite game or game series that you all played?
I liked The Last of Us.
Yes,
the main
Last of Us.
story.
Yeah,
That's-
Bow Buddies.
Yeah, boy.
Or GTA or Star Wars Battlefront. Excited for Battlefront 2. It's gonna be epic.
Yeah, I just like anything Star Wars.
Battlefront or Battlefield.
Yeah, anything fantasy or fiction for me. Like I'd say Dragon Age, Final Fantasy, those kind of games.
My favorite, yeah, probably either like the story from Last of Us, which I finished recently, or like Skyrim. I like Skyrim.
Digimon was pretty good. Cyber Sleuth was pretty good. Question for the group. What's your favorite movie genre?
Sci-fi.
Sci-fi, superheroes.
Yeah.
Either sci-fi or horror.
Horror's a good one too. And comedy.
Yeah, comedy, sci-fi.
I want to watch Hostel.
Fiction.
but
No.
anyway.
Eric Dalhoff. Did you guys like the Blue Eyes White Dragon roars I've sent you guys?
Yeah, they're pretty sick, man. They're pretty sick.
No, I didn't like them. No, I'm joking. I like them.
I didn't hear him.
I didn't even hear them either because Tyler doesn't share everything with us.
What made you guys like them? That's the second question.
Oh, I can't really answer that because I didn't hear them.
Like, yeah, they sound sick, man.
They sound like dragon roars, and I like dragons.
Okay, Brandon Wilkes has 10 questions.
10 questions.
Damn,
Okay,
dude.
I know you guys said to try to direct our questions to Tyler, Travis, Anthony, and Danny, but these questions go out to everyone that will be interested in the question and answer videos. Questions I have each of you were each of your guys' favorite deck types. We kind of answered that already.
Yeah.
Which set of God cards do you like, or do you think is the best out of all the God card sets? It's Egyptian God cards.
Yeah, that'd be Egyptian God cards.
I don't know the other ones. I have this little Sacred Beasts.
Yeah, those were they're like.
I like the polar gods.
Yeah, those are pretty sick too.
They're just OP.
I only
Like,
know the Egyptian god cards, so.
What are your guys' thoughts about turbo dueling and duel runners?
Well, at first when I watched 5Ds, I thought it was kind of weird, and then I watched it, and it was really. It's like Mad Max Yu-Gi-Oh. So I
Oh,
like it.
shit.
It's pretty sick.
I've only seen 2 episodes of 5D, so I can't really
Turbo
comment.
dueling.
I never saw it.
Sounds like really fast dueling.
It is.
It is.
Oh,
They
shit.
duel on bikes or
If you could be any Yu-Gi-Oh duel monster, which one would it be and why?
Judgment Dragon.
Darvishon.
Just want to blow things up.
I just want to be motherfucking sorcerer.
Okay, card makes me entity.
I don't know, like one of those DDD guys. I don't want to be a monster. I want to control the monster.
I'd be Karibo.
You aren't furry enough.
I have a beard, so.
Exactly.
Nah. I don't know, like, maybe I'd be like. I think the coolest dragon I probably know is Black Rose Dragon. That's, I guess, sure. That's like the coolest dragon I know.
Out of all the duel monsters ever made, which one is your absolute #1 favorite duel monster and why?
Judgment Dragon.
Darvishon.
Blow shit up.
I like that. It's my favorite card since day one.
It makes people salty.
That was my first card besides the duel like my dragon.
I love making people salty.
I haven't played in years, so I don't know how to answer that.
I don't really have a monster where it's like I get excited when I play it. Like it's not really a monster for me. I just like to see Boy Calicos pretty much.
6. Since Seto Kaiba made everything he had Blue Eyes base, then if each of you could do your favorite duel monster, would you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I could do
probably,
my
yeah.
favorite.
No, like have you for example, if you had Blue Eyes White Dragon, you have like a Blue Eyes Jet, Blue Eyes Car, like that.
I'd probably get sick of it after like probably
Probably
not.
not.
I
Probably
get a little
too
bit
much.
nuts all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, if you had to pick a favorite Yu-Gi-Oh show, a favorite hero, and a favorite villain from that show, and a favorite monster. Or a set of monsters. There are certain monsters that came in a set like Egyptian God cards, for example. Out of all the monsters from that show, which should you pick and why?
What?
Wait, okay.
Favorite
What?
Yu-Gi-Oh show? I guess the original one for me.
Yeah. Original, like,
Yeah.
Battle City.
Yeah, probably the original or Arc 5. I didn't like the ending of Arc 5.
Anthony.
So.
Yeah, same.
Favorite villain from the show?
For the original, probably Merrick.
Yeah, Merrick. Merrick or Darts? Darts was pretty sick.
Darts
Or
was
no,
cool,
not
but,
Darts.
like he kind of like I'm talking like Yami Merrick. He
Oh,
was
yeah.
a villain. Like Darts
Oh,
turned
yeah.
good at the end. He was just corrupted by the.
Yeah, I'd say
Either
Merrick or Kara, yeah.
Those were the
Yeah.
two main.
I like America.
Favorite monster? We already answered that already.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, next question.
Mhm.
Pick a Yu-Gi-Oh series to live in, and you were allowed to be your own character and your own cards. What would your name in that Yu-Gi-Oh series be? What deck would you want to use? Would you want to be a hero or a villain? And then what would your mission be and why?
Probably the original series for me.
Original series for me.
Guess I'd be Travis Training in Revelation Seal.
I'd be Valtor in Arc 5.
I'd be Night Fury and
Actually,
Awaken the Dragons.
Maybe on second thought, maybe I wouldn't be Travis Training. He has a pretty sad life. Like, I'm just saying, he does.
Everyone he knows is done.
Yeah.
Everyone comments.
I'd
Maybe
probably
I'd be like, I'd probably be like Yugi or something, or Joey.
Yeah.
I want to be Lord Finesse.
So, okay, so which evil duel monster set is your favorite and why? Earthbound, Immortals, Mechalord. I don't know any of them, so.
What are the options?
I don't know the evil duel monster.
Like, I mean, the Supreme King guys that Zark used were pretty cool, so probably those.
I don't know those guys, man.
I'd probably say out of the two you mentioned, the Earthbound Immortals, just because, I don't know, the Mechlord Emperors are just like,
They got kind of.
they're weird.
They're
They're just hard to summon.
Okay, last question for this person. If you could have any Yu-Gi-Oh power, what would it be and why? Either being a signer, having the seal of Orichalcos, having the power of the Shadow Realm, having the power of the Millennium Items, etc.
Yeah, Orichalcos.
Orichalcos, but if I'm Night Fear, I can have Orichalcos and Shadow Power, so that's
That's
win-win.
true.
Yeah, same. But that would be Lord Finesse,
yeah.
not Night Fury.
I'd probably want, like, Millennium, like, what is it?
The Eye.
Not the eye, like, I think the key.
The key to go into their own souls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To, like, go into people's minds and stuff. That'd be pretty
Shit.
cool.
And would you make a mix like having Yu-Gi-Oh power that's power from the side of good and be a villain, or have the power from the side of evil and be a hero? Probably villain, I
Yeah,
guess.
probably evil. It's more fun.
It's more
Villain.
fun.
Being a villain.
Villain does sound be, like, more fun, to be
You haven't had a
honest.
chance to be a villain really, so I know. So Rashi.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a fun boy for the dark side of cookies. Yeah, and Skittles. Okay, Jared Rodriguez. I have two questions for you all. If you could have a character from your series have a duel against any character from a live action series, who would you like to see? For him, he'd like to see Travis versus Tamus.
Who's Tamus?
I don't know who Tamus is.
It's one of the guys from like one of the other Yu-Gi-Oh shows. But it's
I
like
don't really watch any other live shows,
Yeah.
so I can't answer that.
Yeah, I don't really like. I could spend so much time editing my own that it's like, I'll watch like a few like the other shows, but I'm not really like up to date on a lot of them, except for like Card Heroes and like Excalibur.
I still want to see Leslie and Lucille team up.
Yeah, he wants.
That would be funny because like their names are like very similar, and Leslie's just like a giant walking goofball, and I feel like he would annoy the shit out of her, and that would just be like a funny kind of
Yeah,
be like a funny encounter.
I wouldn't mind seeing Travis and Prez duel together. That'd be pretty sick. The battles of the hairs.
Yeah.
Oh, when you had hair. And then, what made you come up with the title Revelations of the Seal of Orichalcos?
Well, Revelation is like the revealing of secrets. So basically,
The secrets of the
the
earth.
secrets of the Orichalcos, pretty much.
Okay, the last question for the Facebook questions. Tigerus. I have one question, two of my questions I posted on this video. But anyways, one piece of music I'm trying to find is in episode 10. It starts at 17 and ends at 17:35. Can you able to tell me what it is, Tyler?
We did actually try looking for it.
Yeah, I can't find it.
We
It's,
can't
it's
find-
a Japanese
Yeah.
track, so I don't know the name.
And
Doesn't
then,
isn't the name in Japanese?
Yeah, it's in Japanese, so I don't.
He uses a lot of music from like anime and stuff, and like he just like
he watches the show. Then
he watches the shows and then he saves the music. So sometimes we don't even have the actual titles for things.
Another question I have is for you, Tyler. So Tyler again. Is it fun playing your characters? It looks like you did and have a blast just watching you. Ooh.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Like Baltor is pretty much like an alternate version of myself. The way I see myself. Kind of, I guess. I don't know. When I was in like high school, I did drama, and then I wanted to be an actor. But then I realized they kind of made me play these weird characters, kind of like normal people, and it was just really boring, and I wasn't like really having fun. So I kind of realized back then that I only like playing certain characters. I only like playing villains, or like those like edgelord heroes like Elysius. I just I don't like playing like normal people.
And she put heart eyes. Thanks for answering my questions. You are awesome.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, let's go to the YouTube comments now. Okay. First question is from TCG Battles / Collections. Will you guys be including pendulums or link monsters in a future episode? We already answered that.
Yeah, so pendulums will probably appear, links won't.
Okay, 2. Will Travis ever return from the Shadow Realm? Asked by Kid Darkness.
That's spoilers.
Spoilers, boy.
3 from Yasuki. What inspired some of the archetypes used in the series? I'm especially curious about the inspiration behind the May Rias, Elios, and Orichalcos statue archetypes. So I guess Tyler and Anthony answer this one.
What was the first one? The
May Rias, so Anthony.
What are like Dark World? I think they were kind of just.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like Dark World. I basically said to Tyler, I want a deck that trolls and does evil things, and I didn't come up with a name for my deck.
Yeah, I think I made up the name for that one.
And like, a lot of the stuff just pops into our head. Like when I was naming my character, I was just like, okay, let's do Leslie because that can be a boy or a girl's name. He gets picked on a lot. He's like a gender confused nerd. And then I was like, okay, now we need something for when he turns evil. I was just like, how about Larthenox? And like, it's just
Sounds similar, sounds evil.
yeah. And then Tyler's like, oh yeah, that's sick, man. His name's Larthenox.
Something I find with like Anthony's like decks that he likes to make. Like I let him make a lot of cards that he uses later on. He likes a lot of fantasy stuff, so you see a lot of fantasy stuff in his cards.
Yeah, like the May Rias. They originally started off as like just like evil things, but then I kind of morphed them into like kings, queens, like the whole like fantasy royal line. So you'll see that.
And then like the Elios guys were just like a reflection of like what Zashin gave Elysius, so like it was all dark stuff. But like Elysius is kind of weird. He doesn't know like who he is, so he kind of just he's like searching for his identity basically. So he kind of just keeps switching decks, and he ended up with like this Future Force one, which you'll find out more about later. And then what was the third one?
Orichalcos statue.
Oh, the statues. Yeah, that's good. It's a bit spoiler. That one's kind of spoilers because.
So maybe later they'll find out.
Yeah, you have to, like Baltor, you kind of find out a lot more about him later. So you can see, I can't really say too much right now.
Okay. John Skinner. Will there be a time when any duelists do turbo dueling in the series, and what do you think about the ending of Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V?
Yeah, well, if you watch the ending for the ending credits.
Something's crawling on me.
If you watch the ending credits for the latest episode, you will see maybe there's a hint that there may be a turbo duel or riding duel. They're called riding duels in Japanese, I think. What was the other one?
The ending of it.
Ending. Oh, I didn't like the ending at all. No, it just felt really rushed and just like oh, we resolved everything in 1 second. I actually like. When it ended, I thought there was another episode. Like I was looking for weeks, like 3 weeks. Like where's the next episode? Where's the next episode? And I searched it up. That was the end. I was like, that's like the worst way to end the show. It could have done with at least like one or two more episodes, just to like finish things off. They just rushed it to get into brains.
Trainer Hero, hey Dead Soldier, I have a question. How do you make your own cards? Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Maker?
Yeah, there's a program called Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Maker. That's like actually lets you make the pictures for the cards, and then the rest just comes from your brain.
Yeah.
Mitchell Pemberton. I have 3 questions to ask. If the other 2 legendary dragons, Hermos and Critias, appear in the series, who do you think would wield them? spoilers.
Yeah, it's a
That's
spoiler.
major spoilers because we have definitive characters who do wield them.
Yeah, and you'll find out pretty soon.
Yeah, that's coming up soon.
Pretty
2.
soon.
Any revelations of the Steel Warrior Calculus is finished? Do you guys plan on doing any other fan-made shows? I wouldn't mind doing anything else.
I wouldn't
Hope I don't
mind
get
doing-
married since how much my non-adult life will be able to do fun stuff anymore.
And I'm in the
I'm not
process
watching
of
this right now.
I'm in the process of trying to become an actor. So far, I've been unsuccessful. So I wouldn't mind doing more stuff, but it's all up in the air with like, you know, if my career takes me anywhere. Like, I don't want to make any promises or commitments to anything with just such an open-ended future.
Number 3. If any of you had the Steel Warrior Calculus in real life and you could see one person, who would it be and why?
My ex, him. I'm sorry.
Does he watch our stuff? Or?
No,
He's not gonna watch.
you won't watch it.
At least not for this long.
Tyler, who do you feel?
I literally can't even think of anyone. I can't.
There's probably many people I can think of, but I don't think I would want to have so much hate on them. I'd
it's-
seal them away forever.
Yeah, it's like
I don't have any like personal like problems.
like
with
there's a lot of evil people out there, but it's like if you have the seal, like you just have the seal. Like the other process is like actually like getting to them.
Yeah.
There's also my boss too. Ooh, it's a toss-up
Okay.
between the two of them. Squad 1, Squad 2.
On another note, all you guys are awesome. Your show is awesome, and I can't wait for new episodes. Thank you, Mitchell. Shia Poof. Will we get an amazing duel for Korra?
I'm gonna be straight up with you. Kind of. Like you don't really just straight up right now. You don't like Cora. All her scenes were filmed like
4 years ago.
4 years
4
ago.
years.
2013.
So she doesn't actually have many scenes left.
And no more new
Because it was
ones.
kind of like because she kind of left early on, and we have an ending for her, so she's not gonna.
Yeah, we have a
It won't be like
goal for her
a
ending.
off ending. Like you
Yeah.
like, oh, off the screen.
It won't
no
be
more.
like an off ending like with Sky, where she kind of just disappears.
Disappears, yeah. But we did wrap up Cora.
Yeah, Cora's story gets wrapped up. So.
Yeah.
But I don't expect anything like huge, I guess.
Huge. Also, I'd like to give you, Dead Soldier, an idea for an episode. I'm thinking a Leslie versus Larthnox duel.
That sounds pretty hard to do.
Yeah.
That is a pretty good idea.
Okay. The insecure quesadilla. Why did y'all not show Larthnox fall into the portal in slow motion with Tom Petty's "Free Falling"? Or at least release bloopers of that.
That would probably be like a parody kind of thing.
Probably take away from that for the moment.
Yeah, Tyler doesn't really like doing things like that because like I've tried getting him to do like funny things. Like I'll listen to something and I'll be like, man, this would have been so funny for the part when this happens, and then Tyler's just like, LOL in caps, but
The vision.
it's not. It just would take away from the emotion or the effect of the show. But I mean, like if we ever did like a parody of certain things, that like we've had so many ideas of like certain funny things we could do. Like
I smell your burp.
Divine Wrath. Do you have any future plans for the character of Devin?
Well, he kind of disappeared after his duel with Carlos. You don't really see what happens to him, so it is a high probability that he will appear again in some shape or form, if with the actor of the film, or maybe Travis. Travis played him in the last duel with Carlos because we had some trouble getting the actor to film, so
Yeah.
he could probably he probably will get his end, get his just desserts.
Kane Peltier. Sorry if I say his name's wrong. Could you film one of the episodes in Pullman, Washington? Well, they're from Canada and we're from PA/Washington D.C. So Washington's kind of far away for us.
yeah,
I wouldn't mind going to like Ireland to film an
Oh, that'd
episode
be
one
pretty
time.
sick,
yeah.
But it's more like it's with our budget. If we had like a big studio,
We don't
funding
have
us,
like any budget. We just do this all for free.
Yeah,
we don't
this
get paid or
is
anything.
yeah,
so,
this is all strictly volunteer,
so, like,
strictly.
We just
fun.
do it because we like it.
Yeah, we do it for fun. It's like we hang out, we drive around, we eat food, we film, and then we drive around some more and play games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
The casual gamer. Are you hiring actors? Well, we're not hiring.
Like we don't hire anyone. Like we don't get paid or anything. We
Yeah.
like if like I had a friend who was like close by and they liked making movies, and I'd be like, oh, we want to make a movie, and like that's pretty much how people get in the show.
Yeah.
But it's like you have to be like pretty. You have to be close to like where we live in Canada.
Yeah.
Pretty much to like be in the show.
Or PA.
Like PA.
Yeah.
Kind
Or
of,
even if you're near me,
Yeah.
possibly, but
But like you'd have to come to like Canada like with like them when they come up.
and if we
Yeah.
don't know you, it's not gonna be a fun car, right?
Yeah, and like it's just difficult because when I first started doing the show, I actually emailed Tyler on YouTube, and when we first started my scenes, it was difficult because I had to get a green screen, I had to get a good quality camera because nothing is worse than filming with like terrible quality and then trying to mix it into the show.
You can't really mix them together like.
So it's just more convenient to have people that are close to either Tyler or myself or Danny.
And I got in the show because of Anthony, because he went to college with me, so that's how I got in there. Alexander Stevens, will be any turbo duels, and will people play some characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh anime in the future? We kind of answered that.
Yeah, the Turbo Duels.
Yu-Gi-Oh anime though.
Probably not, because it's kind of weird. You have to get like a super good cosplayer or something to
Yeah.
play it.
A. Adams, Elysius, will you be my dad?
I'm afraid Elysius is not looking to adopt. He's too busy on his own journeys.
Shannon Matthews.
Oh yeah. I guess
Jump,
in the role play he as a kid.
Jump OG, do you still have plans to make Card Fight Vanguard series when this one's released?
I probably wouldn't make like a series. Probably like a one-shot like film, short film, something like that.
Well, that depends. Is this series ever going to end?
Yeah,
We've already been
exactly.
doing it for 8 years.
Yeah.
Takia B, does Travis and Rob know each other? That's one of these. Is that gonna be in the show? The one thing we filmed 3 years ago.
Yeah, they. I think. Yeah.
We mentioned
when
before.
you see him duel Larthenox on the roof, he's like, Travis is like, what did you do to Rob? So that like implies that.
And in the one scene with Brandon and Slade in season 2,
Yeah.
he started saying like, "Oh, that's who he ruined with," and Slade cut him off. It's supposed to imply that Rob and Travis knew each other
Yeah.
back in the day, because that's why Travis is on the list for Leslie besides Rob. It's like
Yeah.
everyone who
Picked
picked on him. Or does Travis and Brand know each other? I guess if
Like, they
Rob
don't-
knew
not as
him,
well,
I guess
not as
I don't
well.
think it would
not
be
as
as
well, but
well,
maybe
yeah.
like, oh, I know him through my brother, but not like we're besties or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we gonna see the women duel a lot more?
No.
No.
Probably not. It's gonna be straight up. You don't really like. I think Cora, Cora, like you don't really see like,
Cora
much.
gets the duel.
She,
Yeah.
she gets more than Sky does at least.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. Shadow Wolf. So 3 questions. Will Travis be coming back from the Shadow Realm?
That's spoilers.
Okay, come on, let's be real, people. Is that really a spoiler? Is that really a spoiler?
It's Travis the trainee. You think he's so weak that he would get lost in the shadow?
Will Phoenix be returning to the series?
I hope so. I hope so.
And will Leslie come back in the series, or is he dead in the Shadow Realm?
Um,
Oh, he's dead. When's Carl's coming back?
Exactly. Larthenox is a shadow spirit.
Larthenox is a shadow spirit. It's been
They took him and threw him into the shadow realm.
it's been implied like
In the trailers.
in the trailers and throughout the show. It's been implied in the trailers and throughout the show that, throwing a shadow spirit into the shadow realm may not have been Brandon's best idea. So there's a very strong possibility that was not the last of Larthenox.
SAS Productions. What happened to Tess?
Shows
I think we
video
pretty
of
much
nuclear
talked about it.
explosion.
Oh,
Nah,
I guess
JK.
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we pretty much answered that one.
Yeah. Christopher Fields, will you add the Wicked God cards, and can you summon Creator of Light by fusion of the 3 God cards?
Oh, man, the Wicked Gods are Prez's thing, man. Like Yu-Gi-Oh! Excalibur, he uses them there.
And Creator of Light, I don't think if Valtor gets all 3, I don't think he's probably gonna summon the Creator of Darkness.
Creator of Hell.
Creator of hell.
Creator of hell.
Okay.
That's a good custom.
I think this will be Shit Diamonds Productions. So, to Tyler, any members of the cast who has a hand in the writing of the story, so I guess a few of us do right here.
Yep.
How far ahead do you plan the plot and backstories of characters? It depends on the
It depends on the character. Like if I know these guys are coming, like we'll write ahead for them. But then like for me and like Travis's characters, we'll like write a bit and then stop and then like sometimes we'll go back and write a bit.
Yeah.
And, like it just kind of depends on the character.
And like I said earlier, it's tough because like when the show goes on for years, you get more ideas over the time. You see things with new inspirations. It's like, oh man, they did something in this movie that would be really cool if we did something similar to that in the show. And then we go back to writing more. I think with my characters in particular, their backbone basic is pretty much set in stone. It's just a matter of fine tuning the details. But like their basic backstories are pretty much like established.
I think like the hard part about developing characters is that you kind of need like the little supporting characters to like help develop like the bigger characters, but we don't really have.
And when they all leave the show,
it's
hard to do that.
That's like kind of like that's what the girls were there for. They were like they kind of really like helped like develop like the other bigger characters.
Yeah.
Considering many plot points in the show are centered around a part of the character's past. I've tried to do that before. Also, I'd like to say, great job on your show. I have watched episode 38 just about 6 times before.
I am afraid episode 38 has not
released
been
yet.
released.
Oh, he's from the future.
Oh, I don't want your future. Sorry.
I think he meant 37.
I think so. Thank you for that. Yeah, it was a good episode for Slade's Past.
That's pretty good.
I enjoyed it.
Mike Covey is Sky S coming back where he answered that.
Yeah, you probably won't see her again. Maybe
a reference,
Maybe like
but
a
not like a
reference.
physical on-screen appearance, unless like there's some sheer miracle.
Unless we use any of the scenes we had filmed already.
Unless like there's some miracle where she like contacts us out of the blue. I want to finish my character. I don't know.
Yeah. And then also, Mike Covey, can I be in your show, please? I'm a big fan. I'm a good actor. Please, I be good for season 3.
Do you live in
Canada?
You gotta live in
Canada? Yeah.
Maybe like what, age-wise, probably too.
Yeah, you probably gotta be like
18 or older.
Yeah, you should probably be
Probably
like
get you.
At least, and out of high school.
Yeah.
Okay. Yu-Gi-Oh! Critic.
Oh,
Hey
boy.
guys, Yu-Gi-Oh! Critic here, and my question for Tyler is this. How many hours roughly do you put into editing the episodes per day?
Depends on the episode. Per day, like it's kind of just random. Like just like when I feel like editing. Sometimes like if I'm in the mood, I can go on for like 6 hours. But it's like really like repetitive. So it's like I get like bored after a while. Sometimes I won't like edit for like 2 days, like a day or something, because I just want to do something else. And that's it's like whenever I feel like the urge to edit.
I remember the one point Tyler was like trying really hard to like finish an episode. He's like, we must release it now, and like he was like working on it all night. He stayed up all night to edit the
There was
episode.
a couple episodes where like I
Yeah.
just was in the mood and I just literally stayed up like the whole night just like editing it just to like finish it off. Just sometimes like just like really like I'm episode 12 when Alicia's duels Phoenix. Like that was my birthday, I think.
I think
I just
10
really
was one of them too. That the one that you released around Christmas or something like
Yeah,
that. That was another
one.
one.
Too,
Yeah.
That one I just really wanted to finish it because I really wanted like Joseph, like the actor who plays Phoenix. I just really wanted him to like see it. So.
And like I know sometimes like he gets frustrated from it because that might not work right.
Yeah.
So I might mess him saying, "Hey, you want to break for like an hour to play games? We go on like play Star Wars for an hour." So he gets his mouth at that. He's like, "Okay, I'm bored of Star Wars. And I'm going back to editing. Thanks, boy." So like we try to distract him too much from editing, but sometimes he just needs that break. Either go to the card shop.
People always ask, "Why don't you get more editors?" But it's like
your vision.
Yeah, it's like my like vision, like the way I see it. So I can't. Like they wouldn't like even if I showed them how to do it, it would probably take even longer. Like if someone helped me.
Okay. Kikilo 73. What was the evil boss weekend and how to destroy Orichalcos?
Evil boss Valtor is invincible. Nothing can destroy the Orichalcos.
Except in Orichalcos.
Except for
From
the
the
Orichalcos
outside.
crystal from the
Which
outside.
only happened once so
It's
far.
happened once. From the outside, you can't like be inside and then be wimp and then break your way out. It doesn't work like that.
And obviously Valtor probably hit all the crystals after that one time.
Yeah, Valtor let what's her name?
Tess.
Stella. Well,
Oh,
Tess,
Stella, yeah.
Tess had her own because she worked for Valtor.
That's right.
But he let like Stella get a crystal so she would be destroyed because her heart was like too good to like break it
Those
properly.
are bold accusations, Mr.
Yeah.
Smith.
Let me scroll down. Sorry, I
He
turned my camera
keeps
and
the
changed
crystals
it.
under
There we
quite the impenetrable defense.
Okay, Tarek Cash. I have
Four
four questions.
What is it with you people?
Have
on
you
fours?
seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Brains? If so, what do you think of Link summoning?
I haven't seen Brains.
so
I
we
just
don't-
don't.
we don't like
the
Link
concept of
Summon.
We don't like Link summons.
I've seen the first 2 episodes. I don't like the speed duels either, or whatever they're called. I don't like the way they can just pop a skill. I don't know, like, oh, I draw 2 cards for free. That doesn't make sense.
I just feel like this game has just become about who can play their cards the fastest. Like, it's not even about skill, or it's not even about, like the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Classic, you could, like, build a deck from the packs and put them into your starter deck and just make your own deck, and, like, it was just, this is just garbage.
2. You can have any famous actor, actress from 4 Kids or Japanese version on your series. Who would it be and why?
Yeah, probably Dan Green, because he's Yugi's voice.
Okay. Who's the original My Voice?
Can't remember. She had 2 voice actors.
Well, the first one before the
I can't remember.
before the Orcampus one. I like the original one better.
Yeah, I can't remember her name.
I'd say her probably.
Yeah, freaking needed like a few.
3. What was your favorite duel from Yu-Gi-Oh! Revolution of the Orcampus series? We already answered that.
Yeah, like that.
4. Are you gonna include more females? We already answered that.
Other than Core and Sky, if we can find females that want to act, sure.
Yeah, if we can find them that live close by and actually want to act. Okay, this is from Rob's Film Crew. What will you be doing about your character Phoenix? Will you write or kill him out of the series, or will you have someone replace the later actor who played him? Oh, maybe you just have other comments below. I think they're gone now. Do you want to answer that one?
I want to finish him, like finish his storyline, like him and Matt as well, because it's just like I just need to figure something out.
The original.
I want the original.
The original OG cast.
The original OG.
Yeah, there's no
Founders
way
of
I
Dead
can play him.
Soldiers.
Like if I can't replace him, then like if I can't get it, like there's no replacing him pretty much. Like I want he has to
It would be
that
super shitty. Like I
Replace him.
don't want to do that.
he has to be that.
Yeah.
He was born.
If they don't come back, yes, Matt's in a coma for life.
Yeah.
If they don't come back, there's no replacing them. You can't do that.
Robert Horrocks. Will there be a 2-on-2 duel? Spoiler.
Yeah, you don't like this. Sorry to say. There's a 2-on-1 in season 2. Maybe we'll see.
Power Source 6789. Ever thought about having Travis or someone else play another game except Duel Monsters, like an episode in Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0, like a puzzle just once?
It could be an interesting concept, maybe.
What if Charles Trainee picks up a Magic the Gathering deck?
No, that's just too
What if Travis the Trainee and Rob in a flashback with Leslie play Super Smash Brothers?
There you go.
Or Valtor
What if they play a round of D&D?
That'd be interesting.
Valtor shows up with an Uno deck.
Draw forward, motherfucker. Okay. Jack Banks. I'd like to see more XYZ summons and improved animation. Ooh.
The thing with the XZ summons, I don't know if anybody's picked up on this, but only Valtor's minions have been using them. So,
yeah, we have to write them in.
with the XZs, unless you have one of Valtor's minions dueling, you're probably not going to see a lot of those.
And animation.
No, animation is like, it's not an easy thing to do. I'm going to school for art right now to do animation, to do visual effects. It's really not an easy thing to do, but it's probably actually one of the hardest arts to do.
I feel like improvement in animation, it comes
Like it just comes
slowly.
with time. Like if you watch the show from the beginning to now,
Yeah.
it's definitely improved.
It's a lot
Yeah.
better, and
Like it's not something that happens like overnight.
And like he's not doing just like the card cutouts, like the 2D. They're actually making 3D.
Like
So I think the fact that it's 3D and you're doing, like that looks pretty already as it is.
Like
Right?
if you watch if you watch the show from the beginning to now, you've literally watched me from the beginning of learning to animate.
And before
to
Tyler
where
went
I
to
am
school, he actually, a lot of his stuff was self-taught.
Yeah,
Like,
I self-taught myself everything.
So I know it's pretty impressive as it was.
Yeah.
Kair Adun. He put penguins ?
Penguins.
A deck or like a card or like
Nightmare Penguin, man, the Big Five.
oh big
Are
five.
you
Yeah.
Crump? Are you
Crump.
secretly Crump watching our show?
Copperpot.
What?
Oswald Copperpot.
Oh yeah.
Come on now. Okay, Giles Noel.
I think.
Hey guys,
Giles.
awesome show. Oh, Giles, sorry.
Yeah.
Awesome show. My question is, Carlos has summoned Cyber Dragon and Camertech Fortress Dragon, but he multiple copies of Cyber Dragon, and will we see Cyber End Dragon, Cyber Twin Dragon, Cyber Dragon Nova, or Cyber Dragon Infinity?
Probably not.
Probably not. Like, maybe if I feel like making them, because machines are kind of a little easier to make than
Yeah.
like biological models.
But Carlos is pretty much.
Yeah, Carlos is like
Carlos
he's
is
got
yeah,
blown in
gone.
half.
Yeah.
Maybe like a Veranda guy should look this way.
Carlos's brother.
Devin.
Eduardo.
Eduardo.
Brandon Rin. What's your most embarrassing moments? This is the last time we were talking about this. I think when we were filming the first time in 2013, which Tyler has it somewhere, probably deleted scene because he's on the computer still. We were doing a scene with Carlos for improv, and I meant to say get our decks together, but I said let's get our dicks together. So that's probably my embarrassing moment right there. Or episode 10, how it changed, like our filming technique when we first filmed together was, oh, Rob has blue shoes, now he has black shoes, or Rob has facial hair, now he has no facial hair, white shirt, not white shirt, and then Larthnox, shaved head, no shaved head, facial hair, no
Yeah, but I'm a spirit, so I can change my appearance
exactly.
whenever I want. It wasn't one of my embarrassing moments, but I remember we were filming and Slade and Cora were going through their decks, and she said, "Ooh, this card will be great for my herpes." And I just started laughing. She started laughing. Like, you couldn't see me laughing because I was wearing a mask, but it's like, I thought it was funny because, like, it's like...
I thought it was funny. You were trying to drag across the floor. How many times did you guys couldn't do without laughing? At least three takes.
Yes, that was fun. And there was one other scene we were filming, and, like, I don't know if it's something in the future. I can't remember it, so... barring spoilers, it's like, I don't know if we can do this without laughing. It took a while to do it. I think it might be something coming up later down the road, if I'm thinking of the right scene. But it took a couple of tries to get through because like it was like weird. And, like, I kept laughing.
Tyler,
I literally can't even think of anything.
Travis, first one?
Probably when I had to film a certain scene.
Oh,
that Tyler knows of, but that might be spoilers. I had to film a certain scene that involves two characters doing something.
Gee, that's oddly specific.
Okay, ICS drums. So my boy Young Shi was asking me the other day when he was going to be able to wreck some
Gosh darn it, Chris. We already answered that question.
Young-Chi is coming.
Yeah, we already answered that.
Oh, it's coming. It's going to be glorious.
So far, so good.
Okay. Photon Neos. Do you answer it? Anthony?
So far, so good. Anyway, will the show have more advanced graphics as like Yu-Gi-Oh! V-Rains Arc 5? Will there be dual bots like Yu-Gi-Oh! V-Rains has? You know those AIs. Tyler, that's all you, because I don't know any of those.
Yeah, animation, same thing. It's hard to do, not easy.
Tyler T.
Dwarf King.
Dwarf King. What new monsters will Travis the Trainee have?
Spoilers.
The zombie picture. Tyler T. Does Travis know Carlos got beat by his brother and sent? We kind of answered that already. But thank you, zombie picture. Aiden Halpin. Relative to the real world, considering the references, where would the Eclipse Duel Academy and Valtor's base of operations or airship fleet would be positioned?
I was thinking more like South Pacific for Duel Academy.
Yeah, well, it snowed there.
But
it snowed at Duel Academy.
So?
You gotta have it.
New Zealand has all 4 seasons.
Maybe it's there.
Okay then.
Now, Valtor's base is a secret location, undisclosed to everyone.
Okay. Shadow Blade 2611.
If a card from the series became real, which one would you like it to be?
But you need Mayrise King as well.
Yeah.
Well, you can still summon one, though.
No, they're just saying if it became real, that doesn't necessarily... Oh, okay. I thought you meant like it was like a real life monster. You meant like in the card.
I will become real.
Yeah. Probably the Pinnacle deck. That would be interesting.
I was gonna say that,
but like only I would want it because I don't like other people having my stuff. So.
Oh, shut up.
Okay. Blast 5240. Will Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon and his many counterparts be in the next few episodes?
Probably not.
Probably not.
But you might see something that's as cool as him.
Funky Soul 90 Productions. In your series, apart from your own characters, who is your favorite?
Probably Larthnox.
Carlos.
Yeah, I'd say probably
I
Carlos.
like Carlos, but I also like Valtor. I'm not trying to suck up the top, he's right there. Yeah, I like the Leslie Larthnox struggle. I like how that the person with personality. That's really cool. Anthony does a good job doing that. I like Tyler how he can go from Elysius to Valator very easily. Literally, he's like this, and he's ready to go. Travis, obviously, the trainee. Like everyone, like I like all the characters. Like we all do much development with our characters. We don't just say, okay, we're done with it. We actually we add more to each time. So I like how we actually add more development each time to our characters, more than saying, okay, Rob died. Okay, who cares about Rob anymore? Like
I kind of like Sky as well.
Yeah.
But like, because it was kind of different, like being able to write a female character, because I rarely get to do that.
Venom Dalek, who is your guys' favorite character in the show?
We just answered that for some
Yeah,
before.
thank you, Venom. Does Dead Zero... Oh, Thomas Alvarenga. Does Dead Zero have an archetype that it's a part of, like Pinnacle Zero and Ray Minus Zero? Also, okay. No, it doesn't really have a specific...
They kind of like adapt
Yeah.
to the deck that they're being used in. So like Phoenix uses like a zombie deck, so it just became Dead Zero, and then the other two were used in like the actual like the Pentacles and the Mayrise, so they kind of became Mayrise and Pentacle cards. Yeah, they're kind of the Valator like synthesizes like these cards, so you kind of see it like a bit later, like a Valator, like everyone's wondering how Valator gets these OP cards, and you'll see a bit like later how that kind of goes.
Can we read it?
Meat Night 8, grow up, you two. Question. Will we see a different series on this channel? Something like a One Piece parody or Dragon Ball parody as examples?
It's not really like my style, I think.
I know you guys did a thing a long time ago. I'm not gonna say the title because it's spoilers. They did kind of like their own little horror thing.
Yeah,
I
we
told them they
have,
should
like-
remake it into a miniature movie or
I
a
know
miniature
what you're talking
series.
about, yeah.
I don't want to say the name of it if you want me to. I'm not gonna say the name of your series.
I think he was using that as an example. I think he meant more along the lines of, like, would we have any other series? I mean,
I don't mind doing the Terminator series again.
Yeah,
that
like
was sick.
continuing like that.
it's
Terminator
kind of
thing.
weird. It's kind of weird though, like doing multiple things. Like I think we kind of want to focus on one project right now, because like when you start releasing multiple projects, that just becomes a cluster, and then like it's like you gotta figure out, oh, am I filming for this or that?
Chris Armajillo. When can you summon XYZ monsters in the show? We answered that.
Yes.
Pretty much all
Yeah.
Valator's
You'll see
minions.
them.
Valator's minions.
You'll definitely see more Seas monsters.
Sorry, I'm not wearing my glasses. Spin Driver Screw. That's a funny name.
No, I'll have that. Awesome.
Are we going to get a new character similar to Carlos? I don't think anybody can be
Yeah, I don't
similar
think
to
No,
Carlos.
no one,
I
no
don't
one
think
ever
anyone
of
can
Carlos.
be a new Carlos.
That's pretty unique of a
We have
character.
someone coming in season 3 that I guess you could say is similar to Carlos,
Yeah.
but not as good as Carlos.
He's
He's a
season
one.
3 kind of gets like pretty dark.
Yeah.
So please don't get
there's,
mad.
There's not as many like random joke things that happen that like Carlos did.
And don't get mad. Like obviously, content's a little more.
Yeah, like mature.
Yeah.
I guess like there
Don't-
might be like I don't know.
Don't have your 7-year-old siblings or
Yeah.
younger siblings watching.
Yeah.
Eric.
Er-
Sarah Dust
Eric
Johnson.
Sarah Dust Johnson. Do you have any archetypes to exist, and if so, what would its strategy be?
That's one of the ones from the show, right? You're a Mayrias. Or you're. What was the one you made for the roleplay? You made a few for the roleplay.
I made a couple for the roleplay. I made one of my favorites that I made, a fun one that I made. I have this character called Kitsu. He's part of the Kuro clan, and he uses elemental lores, which is kind of like a Necros spin-off. Like there's like 3 ritual cards that can summon any of the 6 elemental lords, and they're all based on an element. They all have different effects. That was pretty fun. And I also made, I had a character called Isara, and she had a ritual beast knockoff, which was Mystic Beast, and they were all like spirits of animals, and the deck kind of functioned the same way that the ritual beasts were, so those were kind of fun. I try to build my archetypes similar to other decks that are already made, because like when it comes to just like creating new things, like you have to keep in mind like all the rules and stuff, and it's just way too much stuff to like factor in.
I like Night Fury's deck we made, the Forbidden Soldier
Oh, yeah,
archetype.
yeah.
It was one time we had all these random cards for Night Fury for the first time we filmed the scenes in 2013, and it was kind of stupid how we did it. Like, oh, it's random feeding cards. So if you're in the roleplay, a lot of people, fans in the roleplay, have actually seen Night Fury duel a few times,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like a fusion deck, kind of.
Yeah, it's a
It's a fusion deck.
And like he has some OP cards that can just shut your whole deck down. And it was pretty much Tyler on Skype the one time, probably about an hour and a half of us going through cards and making them, just because I wanted to for the role play, so I actually could role play more. And now I can't because of everything going on.
And he also has that card that basically blows up all your life points.
Yeah.
Which
we don't. It's from the show.
Yeah, that's more for the show.
It was made for the episode. I read the episode with Anthony's help for that. So
yeah, we had to ban that from the roleplay.
Yeah.
That's kind of an unfair card.
Future attack won't happen again anytime soon. It was more like a one-time thing, I think.
Yeah.
Griffin Sky, have you ever thought about making a different Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh, sorry, Tyler, you didn't answer your question about the Archetype. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'd probably want Bellator's deck, or the Pentacle deck, or there's this one like snake deck that I made for like another character in the roleplay. Orochima. It's just like a really fast like fusion deck. It's really destructive.
Okay, sorry, Tyler, I didn't mean to do that to you. Because you are in the roleplay, so you probably would not Archetype right.
Yeah.
Besides your Cryos monsters, probably. That was a pretty sick one. That time, maybe.
Sure.
Griffin Sky, have you ever thought about making a different Yu-Gi-Oh live action series?
Yeah, like I had an idea for like kind of like one where I did use the real, just the 2D cutouts. It wouldn't really be like a series, probably like a mini series, just like just a just for fun thing. Cause after like I know how to do all this like 3D animation stuff, like the 2D guys is really like nothing to me. Like so it wouldn't even like it would just be like something I could just do like really fast just for fun, I guess. But I never really like thought about like a story or anything for it. So.
I wanted to make a live action series. Even started filming a little bit of Dominion of Darkness. That's a constantly like changing project. Like the name changes, the concept changes, the characters change. I really would like to get my own projects going.
I have a few ideas for stuff, not really Yu-Gi-Oh based, but other like horror stuff or other stuff like that. But same thing, like with everything going on with the work and everything, I don't have time for that stuff anymore. Like obviously, if Tyler's like, "Oh, come to Canada for a week in the summer and let's film stuff," I'd probably say, "Sure, let's do that." Tell my fiance/wife soon. See, I'm going to Canada. But like for the majority of the time, I would probably ignore that stuff. Avin the MD Prince, can Warthnox be good guy now?
I think you meant Larthenox.
Yeah.
He's pretty evil.
Larthenox cannot be good because he's literally an embodiment of evil and hatred. There's nothing good about Larthenox.
Yeah, he's like incapable of love.
Yeah, the only time if Larthenox would be good, it would be Leslie again, and that is spoilers.
Polly Martinez has two questions. This one's for Anthony. When did you first start dueling?
It's actually funny. When I was like in elementary school, I actually first hated Yu-Gi-Oh. I was in 4th grade, and everyone was bringing in cards, and I was like, "This is so dumb."
That's what I was like.
I was like, "This is so dumb. Like, what the hell is this?" And then
I watched the show.
And then I came home and the show was on. I was like, "Oh, there's that stupid card thing that people had." And I was like, "Oh wait, this is actually pretty cool." And then I had the game Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, and I was actually taught the incorrect way to duel because my friend, who coincidentally my childhood friend's name was Rob, him and his brother taught me how to duel, and they based it off of Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, which was incorrect. So like they told me that after you played a spell card, your turn ended. So like when I played Change of Heart and took control of the monster, they were like, "Oh, your turn's over. Give me your monster back." Or like I would play Dark Hole, and then that would like wipe out everything on the field, and then be like, "Oh, you can't do anything else because you played Dark Hole." And I was like, "This does not sound right." But so I started at a young age.
No wonder you made me Rob. I'm a
You tell her, remember you and I first started watching like Naruto because we were gonna make fun of it.
Yeah,
but then, like,
we were gonna make fun of Naruto because we're like, it's just dumb, some anime thing, and it's like, wow, it's actually pretty sick.
yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! I first started playing when I was like probably like 11, 12, 13.
I got my first 2 cards in 3rd grade. I want to say my best friend's Japanese, and he had the Japanese Blue Eyes White Dragon, which was my first card. And the second card I got was the Arcana version. So that's why I begged Tyler to put that in the duel with Rob versus Brandon in season 2. That was like my favorite card, having the 2 different variants of Magician. And then, who is the best duelist in your show when you continue doing the show? These 2 probably the best duelists since they know all the new stuff. We are old school. Like those 2 I remember on Skype, they go on Skype and they would duel each other, and they would literally, like, as soon as one would lose, like, okay, best 2 out of 3. And they literally would go, like, oh, best 3 out of, or best 4 out of 5, or best 5 out of 7. They keep going, and, like, hours at a time playing the game.
Yeah,
Like,
it's all one. So we got tired of it.
very competitive, those two.
Tyler didn't answer when he first started dueling.
Oh,
I don't know, like, I can't even remember.
okay.
Too long ago.
Continue doing the show.
When it was first invented, that's pretty much when I started. In English.
Continue doing the show. I'm down for the show
Yeah,
until
that
I
show
can't
continue.
anymore.
It just takes a while to like edit. I know sometimes like you think we just like forgot about it or gave up or something, but it just takes time, and we get like caught up in like real life things. Like, I'm going to school now. He's going to school now. He's like
I work
working.
and I'm getting married.
Working like crazy. To put your guys' minds at ease, we have 4 planned seasons right now.
And like season 3 is pretty much like 80% filmed. Like everything's just there. It just needs to be like edited.
Yeah,
That's
so don't worry, we're not going anywhere
Yeah,
anytime soon.
And we have a whole plot idea for season 4 that we all are excited about. And
Yes.
we're gonna be filming in we're going back to Canada in 2019 and and we're going to 2 years because they're coming down next year for my wedding. So we're gonna do 2 years in America for them, then we're gonna do 2 years in Canada, so we can get 2 good filming years out of it for season 4. So trust me, we're not leaving this.
We're not going anywhere.
We're not leaving. We're not
We
gonna.
will finish what we started.
No hiatus for us. Okay, Hoily 700. Which of the archetypes you guys create is your favorite? Also, how many seasons have you planned or want to make? We said 4. Right?
4.
Yeah.
Valtor's that's my favorite.
I like Night Fear's deck. You'll see it more in season 3, unless you're in the roleplay.
Yeah, you probably see a lot of synopsis back.
Archetype. I like your Cryos monster.
It's an ever evolving thing.
Okay, bag full of pipes.
All
Yo
right.
guys, my name is Angus. Hi Angus.
What's up, Angus?
I got a couple questions. Will you guys be using the new link field format in future duels?
No. Sorry, Angus.
Also, who would win, Zashin or Vector from Zexal?
Probably Zashin. He just got like stupid cards. Well, maybe like Vector had like his OP Dawn 1000 cards. Like I don't know. I'd probably Zashin still. Yeah.
Thanks guys, I didn't watch the series since 2012. Great job with the series so far. Season 3 and 4 will be amazing. Thank you Angus, we appreciate that.
I've been watching the series since 2011.
Same here.
Actually, that's when I joined.
That's when I
May
joined as well.
2011.
September 2011, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Wild Flame. I have watched all your episodes. Is editing a huge hassle for you?
It's not like so much a hassle as it is repetitive and tedious.
Time consuming.
Time consuming because it's just like you just gotta put them in, put the background in, render it out, stick it in, put them in, put the background in, stick it in, like stick the monsters in, stick in the different effects, like throw it in. It's just like a machine that just kind of like brings it in and like does it, it just like pumps it out pretty much.
Jaquan the Legend. Can you please make Travis evil for a short time like Yugi or Jaden?
I don't know, man. Travis. I don't know.
Hey, the shower.
He might be like you say, man. Like he might just not have that dark side.
Oh shit.
Cedric Jones. Wow.
Wow, come on, man.
I'm tired.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'll keep reading them.
Will you be including some types like psychic or worm? Keen to see psychic
You'll
synchro.
probably see more psychic monsters. Devin's deck was a
Devin was
psychic deck.
psychic, yeah.
Is it worm with a Y?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't use
Pokemon-
worm cards. That'd be sick.
The new Cryos.
Okay,
Pokemon
new
Trainer Zeo. Question for Travis. Did you ever decide to try drawing your character, or are you planning on accepting fan art of them?
I can't really draw.
I think I'd love to see fan art.
I would love to see
Yeah,
fan
if
art.
you want to send us fan art, you can go on the Dead Soldier production, like the Facebook page we have. If you just like inbox it to us, we'd love to see it.
Yeah, and we'll probably start posting them too.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
can post them too.
And we have a meme page, so I would probably put this up on the meme page too.
Yeah, we've been trying to do more fan interaction stuff. Like, I know a couple years back, Danny was trying to do, like, card creation contests or fan art contests. I think that's something that...
Or the meme, the best meme.
The best memes. I think that might be something cool, like, to give us more fan interaction
Yeah,
stuff.
please send us fan art. Go to the Dead Soldier page, inbox us the fan art.
Okay, Tenma the Saiyan Uchiha. I don't watch Naruto. Looks like 3 questions. 1, if you were to duel anyone from the Yu-Gi-Oh! As your character in Revelations anime or manga, who would it be and why?
I duel darts as Valtor, just to show him who the true master of the Calcos.
I'd probably duel Yami Merrick as Larthenox because he's basically the Yami Merrick of the show.
Yeah.
I think it'd be pretty interesting.
I would love to see Brandon and Travis versus Yugi and Joey.
That'd be sick.
That'd be
Best team up ever, and of course we would win because
Yeah, boy.
The heart
But
of
if
the
it was
cards
like-
can't see it.
if it was
Timaeus
like
versus
real life
Timaeus,
game.
Obelisk versus Obelisk.
Yeah. Question number 2. Same question, but from another Yu-Gi-Oh! Live action series. If you haven't seen any other live action series,
We answered
I don't
it
blame
earlier.
you.
We were saying like I wouldn't mind
Yeah.
seeing him and Perez teaming up together,
yeah.
or me and Thomas. I think Thomas and I would be pretty cool together.
Yeah.
And question number 3. If you had to trade roles with another of your cast members, who, and could you show us your
Yes.
interest?
Yes. Okay. Pick a
Okay.
person you want.
Okay, keep in mind my parents are in bed.
Well, I'm not gonna yell at your voice. Who would you, if you could trade roles with someone, Tyler, one of us or anyone else in the show that isn't here right now, who would you want to be and why? And do the impersonation while you're saying it.
I don't know, man.
Anthony, you want to go first?
I can't even. I just like Valtor too much. I don't even want to be.
I think. That's tough. Probably Valtor. That'd be cool.
Do it. You do the voice.
Soon I will destroy Travis the trainee.
Travis, who would you be from something on the show? Do impersonation of them.
Be a pompous asshole.
Want to beat Valtor and be a pompous asshole? No, I wouldn't do Valtor. I'd probably do Carlos because he has the most freedom with his character.
Yeah.
Like Sid just comes over and he can do like he just makes up his own script.
Do it. Do a voice. You do Carl's voice now. You picked him.
Look, Travis, over there, twins, mate. After we go have a good time with those twins over there, we can go get ourselves a couple beers, mate, and some shots too.
Yes, Queen Slay.
For me, it'd probably be either Carlos or Valtor. So, you know, the same thing. Like I like the freedom of it. Like pretty much improv the whole time. It's like, Travis, mate, look over there. You see that? See that erect statue over there, mate?
What is that,
see
Carlos?
It? That's an obelisk, but not your obelisk, mate. It's the one in Washington, D.C.
I bet my obelisk could destroy that obelisk.
It's pretty
Carlos.
big though, Travis, like my cock.
I
Or-
didn't need to know that, Carlos.
Or like Val's, we're sitting in the chair all day with Coke. This Coke tastes quite delicious. Night Fury, please take out Brandon Blaine and Travis the trainee.
And,
Okay.
okay, where are we at?
Surad the Great. What do you guys think about the new Link summoning? We hate it.
We hate it, sorry.
Kinjira the Thunder. Go ahead, Anthony.
You guys ever consider including any of the Dimension Dragons, Dark Rebellion, Clear Wings, Starving Venom?
Probably not. They probably went. It's just the real cards.
DC Duel. Since Brandon has the eye to my eyes, what about the other two dragons? Spoilers.
No, it is spoilers, but you're gonna find out very soon.
Oh, it's coming.
That's definitely coming. That's pretty much confirmed now. You have Timaeus, you gotta have Critias and Hermos. Or as Tyler likes to have Travis say,
Crit-Ias. Alan Wagner. Travis T, what do you think about the new Link format?
He doesn't know much.
I don't know what the heck that is. All I know is like Link from Legend of Zelda.
It's the new Zelda format of Duel
It's the
Monsters.
new Legend of Zelda format.
Nick Victory Fire. Will you put in this season new fan made cards, new cards from the anime, Archie and V-Rings?
Yeah. Yes and no, because
Well, it's the thing with the new season is that like 80% of it's already filmed, so like a lot of stuff is already done. Like it's already been scripted or written.
There's a lot of new cards.
there are a few cards that we took from fans that gave us them a long time ago
Yeah.
that I can say that are some cards we'll have in there. And season 4 is not yet done, so if you have an idea for something, you can gladly send to us, and we might possibly say, hey, this character needs a cool deck, and we need this character has a Velvet Ray, so let's give him a deck. Okay. Matt Nicholson, what will you do when the series has finished filming?
It's hard to say because it's probably gonna take like another 8 years to finish it.
Holy
We should do a fan series about a different anime show once finished.
Yeah, it's like I said, like
We'd like to.
Vanguard, or like even like my own something, like make something like something new, something different.
I wouldn't mind doing that mini-series I told you, or we talked about before.
Yeah, maybe something like that isn't a fan-made thing, something like
Yeah.
original. Would be cool.
A Misty Rose Blackthorn. I really want to be in the show as either one of Valtor's minions or as part of Elise's team.
Yeah, you have to live close to us.
Yeah,
in
so
Canada, it's like
Canada.
easier. Yeah.
Red Stretch. If you could pick any legal deck for your character to use, what would it be?
There's no real life deck that could compare to what like Valtor would use. Pretty much, like there's not like he wouldn't even be Valtor anymore if he had to use like a real deck.
Why don't you just use Cula Forts? Alright.
I guess same thing for me then with Night Fear, because I really like his deck. And
I like
Brand's deck's been off and on. Like we'll see more development in his deck because it's more just like the cards we need to have happen for the show. But now we actually have more of a deck type for him.
Yeah, yours
Like,
is mostly like Yugi's stuff.
yeah, but like obviously I don't think I use the Magnet Wars anymore after like that one duel, so it might not happen anymore. Okay, you want to read more?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Which one we're on? That one.
Infamous Chaos. I love the new original Archetypes. Thank you. For Yu-Gi-Oh! Story I'm currently doing, I would like to know if you'd allow me to use these archetypes. That's more of a Tyler thing.
It's his show.
Like it depends, because like a lot of them are like they're specifically built for like that character. Like it would be like a one of a kind deck. Like Elysius' new deck is like a one of a kind deck. Travis and Night Fury and Larthnox, like Night Fury and Larthnox Valve were like built that for them. So it's like a one of a kind deck. So like it kind of just depends on which deck, because it would like conflict with like the continuity of our own show, I guess.
So probably not them.
Yeah, it just depends on like which deck you had like wanted to try.
Okay. Also on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being absolutely broken. If these archetypes were real, how broken do you think they'd be?
Yeah,
they're supposed to be broken.
They wouldn't like, they'd just be banned like on arrival. Pretty much a lot of them.
Yeah, even Night Fury would probably.
Yeah, Larthnox is pretty broken too. Like just in certain things.
Whose is probably like the most
Valtor's.
the most not broken.
Oh, not broken.
Not broken.
Probably between Larthnox
Probably
and
Carlos.
Oh, Carlos, yeah.
Carlos is like, not to say that he has a bad deck, but it's just like I can see that being like a playable deck. Travis's deck would probably be like a bit playable. Yeah, Travis would probably be playable. Some of his deck.
Awesome Adam from 2099.
Okay. Awesome Adam from 2099. Hey you guys, this is Adam from 2099. What's your favorite season that you've done and why?
I like season 2 got jumbled up a lot because a lot of characters like got cut out, so we didn't like get to develop people in the way that we wanted to. It didn't come out the way that I originally thought it would.
Yeah.
I'm like in 3 already.
Yeah,
Like,
I kind of like season 3 a lot.
just wait, you'll see. It'll be a lot of
just knowing like what's gonna happen, because that's pretty like kind of pretty solidified. So I don't think
I like
anything will
season
mess
2
up
because
with
I
that.
got to play Zacian.
Can I say one thing? It's not really a spoiler, but
If you
okay.
want.
I'm gonna say what George R. R. Martin said about season 7 of Game of Thrones. I don't know why you're all excited about it, because you're all gonna be pissed off when it's over.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to.
Yeah, it's the series gets a lot more dark. Like
It's
Very
called
good.
Age of Valtor.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not-
so it's obviously dark.
yeah.
Last one?
No,
No,
two more. Well, kind of last one because one of them kind of answered. Alvin Atkinson. I'm a huge fan. I was wondering if I could be in a video like a double duel, like a rare hunter.
It's like this. Yeah, you have to live close to us, pretty much.
Yeah, and
Sorry.
James Drury. We will use some character with mech cards like Lethal Insanity, the kind of monsters that are Psycho Monster.
Probably
Probably
not. No, like maybe like if
What's
we
Weasel
did, if we
Infinity?
did, it would be like our
It's one of
own.
the mech monsters.
It'd be like if we did have a card that absorbed other cards, it would probably be like our own like design.
Sounds like some kind of like deck that would have like cute little creatures in it, like squirrels and like
Weasels. It's like
and like
anything.
groundhogs and like hamsters and stuff.
It's not Weasel Infinity. It's Wiso Infinity.
Sounds like a
The
pretty cute
cute
deck.
The pinky in the brain.
So yeah,
So that's
all the questions.
that's all the questions.
We're pretty dead right now. It's like 11:30.
Yeah. It's almost midnight.
It's
actually.
midnight.
And
That's cool.
we're literally getting up in 8 hours so I can drive them back to the airport. And then I'm driving back to DC, so I'm gonna be driving for 5.5 hours tomorrow. They're gonna be on a flight for like an hour and a half, and they have to go to sleep.
But you guys will be seeing this video shortly, and then
Yeah.
I think I can say that episode 38 is safely almost done. So
Percentage, you think, Tyler?
Yeah, it's pretty close. Like I just have to get that little last bit done.
look for that too.
Yeah. And guys, again, like I know you're excited for the show. please, if you can help it, don't message asking when it's coming out. Like, Tyler is working as hard as he can on this, and once school starts again, it's going to be like him working on schoolwork. Obviously, school comes first, so please be patient with Tyler. He does it for fun. He loves the show. It's his pastime.
Yeah.
So if he's not in the mood to edit one day,
Yeah.
but he loves doing this. We love being a part of the show. That's why obviously they come here. We made a friendship out of this after the show got started, with those two starting it, and then Anthony getting it, and then me getting into it, and then everyone else got in, and then they all kind of dwindled away. But a friendship would blossom out of this. So just please be patient with Tyler, especially for that, and don't try messaging Tyler doesn't respond. Don't message all of us and ask when the episode's coming out, because it'll go back to Tyler.
And not only that, we don't know when the episode's gonna come out. To be 100% honest, Tyler doesn't even tell the rest of us when the episode's coming out. So it's just as much of a shock to us when we see the episode uploaded as it is to you guys.
Even the episodes coming up, they don't know what's gonna happen in a lot of them.
Yeah. I'm his brother, and I don't even know
he
when
doesn't
the
know what's
episode's
gonna
coming out. I don't even know what's happening in the script. So
We only
don't
know
ask me.
we only know what's gonna happen to our characters.
Yeah.
And their endings or their struggles and interactions.
We
don't know.
To Elysius.
Yeah.
They don't know if Valtor's gonna do something to Travis or something.
How the stuff we did was literally either 4 years ago or last year we filmed. Obviously, all that time's gone by. We know what our character did, not anything in between that.
Yeah, when we film, we have scripts for just those scenes. We don't have the whole script right in front of us. It's just.
I was here's 10 scripts. Okay, this episode, blah blah blah. Here's your scripts. Let's do scene. Okay, 3 more times. Got it. Okay, Anthony, you're on the screen now. Got it. Okay, now Danny's back on the screen.
We're trying to do a lot more angles and stuff because this is hard on the green screen. There's special equipment you need to get certain angles that you wouldn't be able to get without
I think you need cranes and stuff
you
that.
need cranes to do
need
certain
a bigger studio.
Yeah, it's just it's just me in my basement, and we just go and make this stuff for fun.
Also, guys, we might try and go to more Comic-Cons in the future. I was telling them some of the Comic-Cons actually do stuff we actually can get our own booth if we want to. It won't be a big booth, obviously, but if we would ever go to something like that, we will let you guys know right away. Because a lot of you have asked me personally, "Are you guys never go to Comic-Con? Can we come see you at Comic-Con?" Trust me, if we were a bigger thing, we would go to Comic-Con all the time.
Yeah.
I could see us doing a tour like some of the other famous people do, but obviously we're not there yet.
We could probably get a booth for smaller cons and
Yeah.
stuff.
So if we ever do that, guys, you'll be the first ones to know.
Absolutely.
And obviously, we love answering your questions. We love role playing with you guys in the RP. Obviously, Tyler more than I can. Anthony does more than I can because I've been busy with work.
And if we ever do get to a con eventually, come talk to us. We love our fans.
Yeah, we'll take pictures of you guys.
Absolutely.
I the fact that I never thought I'd have a fan ever. It's pretty cool. I thought I just had maybe students as fans, but now I have fans all over the world. Surprisingly, oh, Brandon's awesome. Oh, thanks.
It's kind of weird having fans.
It is. It's a bittersweet thing. It's I have fans. That's awesome, but at the same time, dude.
All right.
So, okay.
Well,
Anthony's falling asleep next to me. So.
Yeah, we're really tired. But we
thanks
wanted to
again.
answer your questions. And,
Yeah. Thanks again for sending us the questions, guys.
Absolutely.
And again, they'll be back next year. Maybe we'll do another Q&A at my wedding, maybe. In our tuxes.
At your wedding.
Not at the wedding. Maybe before or after.
At the wedding. Hold a camera up. We're all
Yeah. Does anybody object to this wedding?
No.
Does anybody object to this wedding? Question for Travis T.
My fiance will kill you.
Danny, this fan, he rejects to your wedding.
Then I'll turn a knife here and seal you. Okay, sorry, we'll stop rambling now. Thank you again, guys. Again, we love doing this, and we're glad to have you guys here with us. So we'll stop rambling now. Have a good night, have a good day, whatever it is right now you're watching this. And again, thanks for being fans of the show.
Bye, guys.
Thanks. Bye, guys.